In today's video lecture, I'm going to cover very high yield questions that are syndromes, and I have given myself this task to cover it in 5 minutes. And if you think these videos are helpful and you do wanna support me, so please do subscribe and share it. And in return, I will make this kind of helpful videos, and it will keep me motivated to make these kind of videos. So let's get right into it. These are really very high yield question. At the end of the video you will be able to solve at least syndrome kind of questions. So I'm starting with the very high yield syndrome, that is gray baby syndrome. uh, Almost you must have seen this in any test, those who have given it. So gray baby syndrome, it is basically a kind of syndrome in which the condition of neonates is the skin is pale or blue skin, or the lethargic eyes. So this kind of condition, it is specifically in the neonates, not in adult. And the reason is hepatic enzymes are not developed to in order to metabolize the drug. So the gray baby syndrome is due to the chloramphenicol, and I have made the mnemonic here: CGP. Some of our friends have really good CGPA. Yes. So C is for chloramphenicol, G is for gray baby syndrome, and P is for pale skin, and A for eyes. Is A for you can say it CGPA, and A is for eyes. Okay. So C chloramphenicol, G gray baby syndrome, P pale skin, blue skin, and lethargic eyes is eyes. And sometime it also come with cyanosis, blue skin. So you have to understand which kind of syndrome it is. Okay. So moving towards next, Redman syndrome, it is really common, and in this kind of condition the whole body become red. So it is not it happens with vancomycin is not recommended, like NOT, not recommended, means nephrotoxicity, autotoxicity, thrombophlebitis. So due to this reason it is not recommended, and by recommended it is Redman syndrome. So moving towards next, gasping syndrome, it is caused by a heparin, and it is specifically happen in neonates. So it is only one fancy word and one drug, so you will remember it. And as the name indicate, gasping syndrome means you cannot properly, it's also in neonates. So neonate cannot breathe properly, and that's how the syndrome is caused. And moving towards next, Reyes syndrome, it is a very high yield syndrome that is asked. So Reyes syndrome means it is on the specific conditions when a child is on viral infection, and when he is on viral infection and takes aspirin, so it leads to the Reyes syndrome. In Reyes syndrome, there is a liver disease, hepatitis, and cerebral edema, or you may say meningitis. So Reyes syndrome is basically due to the condition when you take aspirin in the viral infection, aspirin and clopidogrel too. So moving towards next, Steven Johnson syndrome. So it is kind of all friends are together: ethosuximide, carbamazepine, lamotrigine. So these all friends are together. S for Steven, S for sulfonamides. So when all friends are together, it's kind of a syndrome, and the pictures were horrible. You have to see by yourselves. It's kind of a skin disease, so much patchy, and very horrible pictures are on the internet, so you may see. And the last syndrome is Fanconi syndrome, that is caused by tetracycline nephron tubules defect. So nephron tubule defect, the mnemonic is defect, T tetracycline, and fact Fanconi syndrome. So Fanconi syndrome is caused by tetracycline. You have to remember this. It is not that much very high yield, but you have to remember this. So that's it for today. Yes, we did it together, and we completed it in 5 minutes, and hope to see you in next video.